puts it up and thrown down by Hayes. Everything is working. Luke Kennard just put it up for grabs, and Jackson Hayes did the rest with a crank.
Jackson Hayes has it.
Point advantage. Shepard dribbling through traffic, takes it all the way. Missed it with the left hand. LA on the move. Up top, Bronny James from his dad.
Bronny, what was that sequence like in the second? Your first career playoff three into the alley-oop from your dad.
It was a great experience for me. I just got to, take that and build on it and, keep coming out with, great plays in the end. And, we got to keep playing our game and, good things are going to follow.
And look, you're down your two highest scorers. And when you think about what your dad, Lebron, has done at age 41, how do you sum up what his presence has been like so far in this series?
Just greatness, like it's all we can ask for. He's been all we need, and he's been a great source of defense and offense, and all of the above. So he's great for us, and he's gonna keep playing his game and keep playing well.
We'll keep reminding you that he's your dad with that little love tap there. Good luck in the second half. Thanks.
In the first two games, and it has really helped both him and his team offensively.
Smart with a perfect delivery on the alley-oop to LeBron James. They will go to the backcourt, and Shepard. James is there to greet him. Second body, Hachimura, and he turns it over. Get it ahead for James. Slaps it over to Kennard. Lakers are down by 3 for the tie. It's good. LeBron James is money.
This season, you can close these out. It's got a little sloppy for the Lakers, but LeBron James knocking down the three, his fourth of the night.
Unreal.
It really is, and I jumped the gun, which I don't normally do, but I really... There, she's going right to the angle.
Go to the other side, Smart, got a three. 105 against Sengun. The jumper is off the rim. Rebounded by Smart and saved to Kennard. Swing it. Hachimura flyby. Smart to Kennard. Now it's James. 5 to shoot. No look. Hachimura drives on the baseline and scores.
That was just Hachimura being too big and too strong for Reed Shepard. Just need something super quick. I'd almost look to get something going to the basket and then see if you can get a steal on the inbounds.
Thompson, trigger in. Eason fires. It's off the mark, and the Lakers win it. A commanding 3-0 lead in the series. Los Angeles with a gutty victory in overtime, 112 to 108.
First ever father-son playoff alley-oop. What was that moment like for you?
He was calling for it. I've seen his steps for so long. He was gathering, and I was like, just go get it. So, I'm glad he was able to go up, reverse it. He also made it 3 when they tried to disrespect him and go under on the pick and roll. He gave us great minutes. Everybody that played gave us great minutes, but that was a special moment.
Man, what an incredible comeback. Let's start in the fact where you forced the OT. Down 6 with about 29 seconds left. You almost never see something like that happen in the NBA. The first thing you did was get your hands on the ball somehow, get the steal. Can you take me through that before you get to the free throw line?
Yeah, they were trying to get the ball to some men, and Jabari kind of picked his dribble up and was in a no-man zone. And, he threw a lofty pass that allowed me to get time to get back. I got it. And, I just wanted to make a play. I knew that they were going to, try to press up us on the 3, probably a little bit too overzealous with it. And I got the foul, made 3, and then Bron came down, did his thing, sent it to overtime for us.
Lakers fans are getting to know you this year, but that's just part of your DNA. You don't think about the score and never giving up?
Never giving up, because you never know. There's always more time in the game than you can realize, and you always got a chance.
So then LeBron James ends up picking the pocket, Reed Shepard. He gets the ball. You see that go in the air. What are you thinking?
Oh, it's a bucket. I already knew. I had my hands up. You can see my hands already up. And he did what he does best, man. He makes big-time plays. That's why he's one of the greatest, if not the greatest, to do this.
Then you do a lot more in the overtime. You're back to the free throw line. You're getting over 20 points. You have 5 steals for a second straight playoff game. What was the key in that OT to prevail?
Just stay composed and go out there and, bring the fight. Throw the first punch. First 2 minutes of the game was going to determine it, and we came out hot.
I know you've talked about how, you weren't sure what was going to happen after last season. How about where you are right now? All that you've been through, to be on the floor, to be making key plays, how much you appreciate that?
Very grateful. I'm blessed beyond measures. I thank God every day, because at any given moment, this could have been over for me, right? And it could be over for any one of us. So being able to get back out here with the team, with a group of guys who's really, appreciated me, brought me in, and, showed me love. So it feels real good, and I'm very appreciative.
Last one for you. Of course, this isn't over yet. It's 3 games. You got to win 1 more. What's the key?
Keep with it. We can't beat the team. They're in their home. They just lost a nail biter, and we know they're going to come out punching and ready to claw and scratch, and we got to be the ones to do it first.
Go get some rest. Thanks, man.
3-0 on Houston, one of the most improbable comebacks in regulation, down 6 with 30 seconds left. The resilience, the guts, what an effort. The brilliance of 41-year-old Lebron James. The toughness and clutch play from veteran Marcus Smart. Put into words, big game, this win and what we just saw.
How about I put it into action?
Yes.
A little worthy clap. I feel like getting up on the table tonight, because that was a big game. I'm too heavy for the table, guys. I don't want to crash. Geeter, I just can't understand how great LeBron is at his age. And he's led in championships. He's led his whole career, and tonight he did it again. My choice to take the shot, Marcus Smart.
Oof.
You don't have to shoot the ball well to be effective, and he was more effective without shooting the ball than he was making it. Free throws, steals, clutch play. Rui recognizing that he's got to step up a little bit. Yeah, it was a tough game in Houston. You know they were going to fight like dogs, and they did. But I thought the patience and the coolness under pressure down the stretch, it was some crazy plays. Referees wasn't making calls, some lazy passes, I thought, maybe from fatigue, but overall they got it done.
Gutsy win.
Listen, I'm going to say something real quick to you.
Yeah.
You and I were not happy in that final minute of regulation. You see all this, everybody?
It was messy.
This was what I was writing with 30 seconds left.
Like he said, there was some
We thought
passes.
It was a golden opportunity maybe slipped away.
Man, they had the lead the whole game.
Yes.
And they let it slip away in that fourth quarter. They gave them life. Got to give credit to Houston. They fought. When they were down a man, KD being out, Alperen Sengun, Jabari Smith had a heck of a game. They stepped up. Reed Shepherd, they made shots time and time again. But toward the end, it even got messy on both sides. They gave an opportunity. And Bron had a switch with Alperen Sengun at the top of the key. He attacked him, felt like he got tripped, didn't get this foul, tried to turn it over, and that possession didn't get back. Sengun got a layup. Somehow Marcus Smart fought, made gutsy plays, offensive rebounds, but got a steal, 2 get 3 free throws, keep them in the game. Bron redeems himself, hits another 3, they tie it up.
Behind the steal from behind.
Still a poke from behind, throw ahead pass is still kind of messy. Pump fake, reload 3, ties the game up. Same possession happens in end of overtime. Bron gets a switch on Sengun, drives to the basket. This time, thought he might have got fouled, didn't get the call, but he runs back on defense, makes winning plays, gets rebounds, throws it in, dives on the floor, deflects it, steals it from Sengun, gets on the floor, tries to get a jump ball. They won 2 jump balls, but this was like a gutsy one. It went back and forth. Some of it kind of messy, but this was basketball. It's playoff basketball, and it's what we love to watch and what we love to see.
And if you didn't see the game, Danny just gave you the great cliff notes right there. It absolutely broke it down. And with that, the Lakers lead the Rockets 3-0.
For the game at halftime, we've talked for the last 10 plus days just about elevating everything, and there's a first road playoff game, and you have to elevate your poise, you have to elevate your composure, recognizing that there's going to be moments where the crowd's going crazy or you get down, they make a run, whatever it may be. We weathered a lot tonight. We weathered a lot of turnovers. I thought our defense was fantastic. And then in that moment, just to have the poise to just keep playing. And Smart made a huge play to get us into a one-possession game. And then coming out of that timeout, for them, we wanted to get a trap. And Rui and Bron did a good job of just putting pressure on Shepherd. And obviously we make the steal, and Bron hits a big-time shot.
And what was it like, just the swings, the emotional swings? What was kind of your focus on the sideline? And what
Next play. I mean, look, there's a lot of things that happened tonight. that were not perfect, including, some stuff I did. There was one timeout that I wish I could have back, where they had the ball and it was a need play, and wish I had made a different substitution. But you just got to get on to the next play, and that's to me, is that a hallmark of poise. That's a hallmark of composure. We certainly had a lot of discussions both on the court and in timeouts about correcting some things. We probably made more mistakes tonight, and as a group, and not just the players. I mean, myself included. Probably made more mistakes tonight. It's tough to win on the road in the playoffs. And again, even without KD, they're a great basketball team, and that was a huge test for us, especially in that moment when we're down 6.
I'm sure there's plenty of the things that Marcus Smart does that are in the context of what you guys ask him to do as a coaching staff, but the stuff he does, like that, shooting the gap to get the steal with 30 seconds left, rebounds, lead it to 2 free throws to go up 4 in overtime. I imagine that's just him, right? And what's it like having a player that has that extra something to his game?
Right. I mean, he's a winner. He makes winning plays. Obviously, the steal was huge. The 2 plays in overtime that really got us the lead and kind of kept us in control of the overtime were on offensive rebounds. And that was, Smart got one where he gets fouled, chucking the ball to half court. He ends up getting a layup on that play. So as much as we have emphasized their offensive rebounding, we also want to crash. We also want to get extra possessions, and those 2 guys made 2 of the biggest plays of the night.